Good day to all. Let us continue with our exercise 3.3, question number 2. So here is the question: solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 is the first equation given to you, and then it is 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24, which still I can reduce by taking 2 common. So I will write x minus 2y is equal to minus 24. This makes x minus 2y is equal to minus 24 upon 2, that is minus 12. So I will take it equation number 2. So I'm focusing my attention always whether the equation is lying in its standard form ax plus by is equal to c and in its reduced form. So you can check both the equations and only then I'm giving them the numbers 1 and 2. Now even you can check a1 upon a2. I'm not getting is b1 upon b2. So definitely the solution is possible. That is the unique solution. That means I can calculate the value of x and y. As far as we are concerned with this exercise, we are focusing our attention upon substitution method. So here is the second equation: x minus 2y is equal to minus 12, and from there I can substitute the value of x in terms of y. So that is x is equal to minus 12 plus 2y. If I will put in 1, then what happens here? 2 into minus 12 plus 2y plus 3y is equal to 11. That is, this equation will be converting into linear equation in one variable. Now you solve it for the value of y, that is minus 24 plus 2 2's are 4y plus 3y is equal to 11, and this is 7y is equal to 35. In that way you will be getting y is equal to 5. Now y is equal to 5, if you will put in suppose in 2, so x minus your 10y, 5 2's are 10, is equal to minus 12. So your x will be equal to minus 12 plus 10, that is equal to minus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5. Even you can check here, if you will put minus 2 here or y 5. So 5 2's are 10, minus 10 and minus 2 will make it minus 12, and your left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Mean to say, anywhere you can verify, either you verify in 2 or in 1, everywhere the left hand side will always be getting equal to right hand side. That is from the verification of verification point of view, whether you are getting the correct values at last or not. Then one more part is added to this, that is, and hence find the value of m for which y is equal to mx plus 3. So now at last you can do that. If it is given y is equal to mx plus 3 and you need to calculate the value of m, you substitute the value of y is 5, m I need to calculate, x I got is minus 2 plus 3. So this makes your minus 2m is equal to 2 minus 2m, that is 5 minus 3 will be 2, minus 2 into m minus 2m. So therefore your m will be equal to minus 1. So m is equal to minus 1 will be the answer. So sometimes the additional parts can be added to the question at last, just to increase the weightage of the question. That is, question can be the part of your section C, that is of 3 marks. So substitution method only I am following. So that was your question number 2, exercise 3.3. Now let us move to your 3 question number 3, where the 6 parts are there and all 6 these are the problem sums. So you need to form the equations. What I will do now, substitution method I have given to you. Today I will be forming the equation for you, and this is your duty to solve the equations and get the value of x and y for that. But this is the first exercise now, which is based upon your substitution method, and in coming exercises also, when we will be there in problem sums, you will be finding the questions are linked with these previous exercises. So please do practices at your home and try to understand the basic concepts related to these problem sums specially, and in few of the questions you are very much clear with the basic concepts as per your previous knowledge part also. So like first part is the difference between the two numbers is 26, and one of the number is 3 times of the other. So let the first number, now I am in 2 variables, so I am free to take x. So let the second number second number is equal to what? Y. But dear students, here you make that very clear such that x is greater than y. Please try to understand this. Why I am saying x is greater than y means here we are talking about the difference between the two numbers is 26. If I have made it clear just in the very beginning of my answer, I am considering x is greater than y. So I can write that x minus y is equal to 26 without any hesitation, because I know that x minus y now will result into 26 as I have made it clear that x is greater than y. If you are taking y is greater than that of x, because that is also possible, that can be, so then you have to write y minus x is equal to 26. So do not be there in any confusion. X plus y is equal to y plus x. You know that. That's why I'm saying previous knowledge is working here. That is very, very important. That was the commutative property. You need to recall that property. Why I am using this step, x is greater than y, I have to make it very clear. So x is greater than y means I can write x minus y. If you are taking y is greater than x, then you have to write y minus x. Does not make any difference in your answer. That is your choice. Either you take y greater than x or take x greater than y. But what is the purpose? Purpose is only to write the equation either in term of x minus y or y minus x, because you know that x minus y cannot be equal to y minus x. So these are the concepts which I am asking you to make a note, that x minus y or y minus x, these are the two different equations. So please adhere to these instructions. Definitely you'll be finding very helpful. So x minus y is the first equation now, and one number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. So greater definitely, and what is given, x is equal to 3 times, because x is greater, so x is 3 times of the smaller. So that is x is equal to 3y. This is the second condition. So this is your equation number 1 and this is your equation number 2. So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. What I said, I will be forming you the equation in all these 6 parts. Now you have to find the value of x and y and use substitution method, as you are bound here in this exercise to use the substitution method, and then get the value of x and y, and let me know if any difficulty you are finding in getting the value of x and y by sending the comments. I will come back to you with the solution. So please do not hesitate. Again and again I am requesting you people, now you need to solve this equation, because all the parts of a first question I have solved for you. Now I hope that all of you are in position to solve this equation with the substitution method. Let us go to the second part now. Let us see how to form the equation in second part of this question number 3. Second part, what is the problem there? The larger of two supplementary angles. So let the first angle is x and second angle is y, such that x is greater than y. Here otherwise no problem, I don't have to use x minus y. You can take x or y, because x plus y is equal to y plus x. So supplementary angles, you know, sums equal to 180 degrees. So x plus y is equal to 180. The larger of two supplementary angles. So now I have made clear that I am assuming x is larger comparative to y. Exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. The larger of two supplementary angles. So this is your equation number 1. That is your previous knowledge working again here. I know the supplementary angle, sum of supplementary angle is equal to 180. So first equation, and second equation, we need to follow the condition. What is that? Larger of two supplementary angles. So x is equal to, what is the condition? Larger of two supplementary, exceed the smaller by 18. Exceed the smaller is equal to y plus 18. Exceed means more than 18 degree more than that of y. So equation will be x minus y is equal to 18. So this will be your second equation. So first is x plus y is equal to 180 and second is your x minus y is equal to 18. Again you can solve these equations to get the value of x and y. Very simple equations are there and are in standard form. as well as in their lowest terms. So that's all about your second part. Third, we did in our first exercise also. There were the questions like coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats. So you can say that let the cost of, now this is the repetition what we did there, cost of 1 bat, same thing now we are repeating, rupees X, let the cost of your one ball is equal to rupees Y. Then apply the condition to form the equation. 7 bats, 6 balls. So 7x plus 6y is equal to what? Rupees 3,800. Now you see the substitution will be a bit lengthier for you people, but the equation is in standard form as well as in its lowest terms also. So this is the first condition, and for second also it is 3 bats means 3x and 5 balls means 5y. Cost total is equal to 1750. So this is your equation number 2. So now again you have to solve these two equations. Make subject either the x or the y, either from equation 1 or 2, and then substitute as where you want, and then get the value of other variable also, and finally you can check the answer. So please do practices of these. I am just forming the equation now, and the calculation part I'm leaving to you, but still requesting you again, if you're finding any difficulty, please let me know. I will come back to you with your solution. Then your part number 4, this is the problem here. The taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for distance covered. For distance of 10 km, the charge paid is rupees 105, and for a journey of 15 km, the charge paid is 155. What are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer? How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? If you remember in one question in class 9 when we did this chapter of linear equation 2 variable, a question something related to this, that is the fixed charge and the distance covered, was discussed there, and that question was also related to some taxi is there and fixed charges were there and then the distance was covered. So first of all, you make it very clear what you need to calculate, that you have to assume how much, what are the fixed charges. So let the fixed charge is equal to rupees X. I will make it very clear to you. And then the charge per kilometer, and let the additional charges per kilometer I'm taking is rupees 1. Now what is the case? What is a kind of case study I will be sharing with you? You also are going somewhere during your vacations. So what happens when you are asking for the tariff in your hotels? No, what happens? They are just putting that in front of you, and sometimes that tariff is consisting of their vehicle charges also. Now what does that means? Suppose if you are going to book the hotel including the vehicle, so that vehicle's charge are fixed in that. What does it mean? Fixed means suppose you have booked for 5 days, and in 5 days the vehicle charges per day they have added is rupees 1000. So that means ki suppose any of the day if you are not using the vehicle, you are bound to pay that charges also, those charges also, that is rupees 1000 you have to pay for that, whether you are going anywhere or not. Then how it works, that is the additional charges. Now suppose 1000 rupees fixed you have to pay whether you are traveling or not. But as soon as you have decided now I have to go for a sightseeing, and then you have covered suppose 10 kilometers surrounding area in a day, and the charge is per kilometer additional, he is asking rupees 10. So means 10 into 10, 100 rupees more will be added to that fixed charge. Otherwise you were supposed to pay 1000 rupees. Now if you have covered a distance of 10 kilometer, additional charges at the rate of rupees 10 per kilometer, then 100 more rupees will be added to your bill of that particular day. So that is the plan here what we are discussing. This is the case study and we need to calculate what are the fixed charges and what are the additional charges were paid by the customer as per the condition is it is given that for a distance of 10 kilometer, the charge paid is rupees 105. So simply first equation I will be getting. Now I know ki X I have to pay. X, this is the fixed charge. And in first condition only 10 kilometer extra were traveled. So 10 kilometer at the rate of rupees 5 Y, I have to pay what? Y rupees. So these are the fixed charges at the rate of rupees 10 for this at the rate of rupees Y for 10 kilometers. Definitely I have to pay 10 Y rupees extra. So X rupees fixed charges plus 10 Y rupees additional charges, and in that way the total amount paid was 105. So this is your first equation. This is your equation number 1. And what is the second case here? Amount was paid rupees 155 when the journey was of 15 kilometers. So now X again you have to pay fix, but now distance covered was 15 at the rate of Y. So equation will be X plus 15Y, and definitely now it was 10, so amount was 105. Now it is increased by 15, so amount definitely will be increasing there. So then this will be your equation number 2, and now you can study both the equations are lying in the standard form of Ax plus By is equal to C and are in reduced terms. Again you get the value of X and Y from these equations. And finally what is asked, how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? So therefore person has to pay for 25 kilometer will be equal to X, whatever you will be getting, plus 25 into Y. So put the value of X and Y, X and Y multiplied by 25, add that will be the amount person has to pay for a distance of 25 kilometer. But from these two equations you need to calculate the value of X and Y. Comfortably you can calculate and substitute that value of X and Y finally in this equation, because that is the part of your question. What amount was paid for a distance of 25 kilometer? So in that way I hope you will be able to get the answer for this. Then let us go to number 5, part number 5 of question number 3. So fifth part is, here it is, a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. Again, now let the numerator is equal to X and let the denominator is equal to Y. Denominator is equal to Y. So therefore what is a fraction? Fraction, your actual fraction will be X upon Y. Now apply the conditions. What is asking? A fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator. So X plus 2 upon Y plus 2, then it becomes 9 upon 11. Put inside the brackets, do the cross multiplication here. So this will be 11 into X plus 2 is equal to 9 into Y plus 2. Now you see 11 into X is 11X. 11 into 2 is 22 is equal to 9 into Y is 9Y, and 9 into 2 is 18. Then it is 11X minus 9Y is equal to 18 minus 22, and 11X minus 9Y is equal to minus 4. So this will be the equation number 1. 11X minus 9Y is equal to minus 4. As per the condition, you need to add 2 to both numerator and denominator, and a fraction is equal to 9 upon 11. I hope all of you can do that comfortably. And then second condition is, if 3 is added to both, it becomes 5 upon 6. Also, if 3 is added to both, X plus 3 upon Y plus 3, then fraction becomes is equal to what? 5 upon 6. So again you need to go for cross multiplication. Then this will be 6 into X plus 3 is equal to 5 into Y plus 3. Then this is 6X plus 18, 5Y plus 15 then you are getting 6x minus 5y. 15 minus 18 will make it minus 3. So in that way you will be getting the equation number 2. So now please solve these two equations for the value of x and y and put that value here. Do not leave answer ki what is x is equal to and what is y is equal to. Pay attention. What is the question? You have to very thorough while you are reading the problem, and then write the answer. Otherwise at last 1 mark unnecessarily will be deduced if you are not going to write the fraction, because question is to find the fraction. So whatever the value of x and y you have to put finally here and then leave your answer at last. So then try your level best, please. Then the last part here of this question number 3, that ends our substitution method also, and my lecture for today will be up to this part only, and tomorrow I will definitely be giving you one assignment or a small test. Not assignment, tomorrow morning you will be getting a small test, and test will be based upon your graph questions, 2 graph questions and 1 question based upon Pythagoras, and 2 questions based upon your this substitution method to solve the equation, 1 problem sum and 1 journal. So please be ready for that. I repeat, for tomorrow's test, 1 Pythagoras based application of Pythagoras, 2 questions based upon your graphical solution, and 2 questions or maybe 1 question based upon your substitution method. So that test will be given to you tomorrow morning. Please be prepared for that. So here is the 6th part. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Find 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? So let Jacob's present age, already we did in our first exercise age problem, Jacob's present age. Jacob's present age is equal to x years, and let son's present age, so son's present age I am taking is equal to y years. Conditions are given to you 5 years hence. So first is 5 years hence. See, this is the first condition. 5 years hence, Jacob's age. What will be Jacob's age? Jacob's age, if present is x, so after 5 years he will be x plus 5 years. And son's age, what will be son's age is? Definitely y plus 5 years. And what is the condition? What the condition says here? 5 years hence the Jacob will be 3 times. So Jacob is x plus 5 and he will be 3 times of his son's age. So this will take you to equation 1. X plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. That makes x minus 3y is equal to 10 will be your equation number 1. And then second condition is 5 years ago. So go for that. 5 years ago you need to apply that for both. Jacob's age. Jacob's age will be x minus 5 years ago, and son's age will be y minus 5. Again you apply the conditions. 5 years ago Jacob's age was 7 times. So x minus 5 is equal to 7 into y minus 5. That is x minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 35 plus 5 will make it minus 30. So this will be your second equation, equation number 2. First equation, x minus 3y is equal to 10. Second equation, you are getting x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. So then you solve these equation to get the value of x and y, and that will give you the percentages of Jacob and his son. So try to finish all these 6 parts today. Equations I have given to you, and check your answers also. Then tomorrow prepare for that test what I told to you. Till then, bye bye.